We'll move on to the next game. We got another Scarecrow. He's going to be going up against Firestorm. It's BeyondToxin from Team Noble versus Grape from the Grape Juice Squad.
Representing the Grape Juice Squad.
That's right.
No, so this is going to be a very similar matchup, but the zoning that we're going to see from Scarecrow's opponent will be completely different. Now, Deadshot zoning, it's a zoning where you just essentially just throw it out, and even if it's avoided, you're still going to be safe. You're going to be able to build some meter. But Grape with Firestorm is going to play a zoning where he's really going to have to try to intercept the movement of Toxin.
Well, no big interception yet. Just able to try to dodge a barrel and get from a fireball. There's another barrel there. Oh, a lot of mobility for both characters, but there's the throw from Noble BeyondToxin. Now he's got Grape in the corner.
Oh, and all of that was accentuated by the fact that he actually had trade on. Wow, and a bait on the wake up down one. That actually wasn't a real wake up attack. He just tried poking, but regardless, the bait worked.
And BeyondToxin loses the corner advantage. Well, goes back to it, but that was an interactable coming from Grape. He goes for the back three. Drops the combo. Good defense from BeyondToxin.
Blocking all of the pressure and now taking his own turn. If he can just keep Grape locked in that corner, it'll be his. But Grape really returning the pressure.
Oh, just trying to find that opening. Isn't that low? There it is.
These two haven't even been moving around the screen. They've just been locked at a point-blank range for this entire match.
It's definitely a testament to the defense of both these players. There's the health reset, but Noble Toxin is in such a lead. It's going to be quite an uphill battle for Grape to take this game. Oh! He's going to try.
And that was so smart. Toxin tried starting off by summoning his trait, which would have put Grape into that space that we saw against Skidar, where Skidar had no chance of making the comeback, but Grape actually intercepted him. Still, it wasn't quite enough to get the life lead back. But I still have to say, that was a very, very smart decision at the start of that life bar.
It's only game one. It's only game one. Toxin takes game one. Grape with that Firestorm impressed us up against Grim TG as a Poison Ivy.
Yeah, and of course, we've seen that Grape is capable of making a reverse 3-0 comeback, so any losses early in this set can definitely be fixed by his gameplay later on. We've seen that he can adapt to 100% of what his opponent does.
And here we go, game two. First meter awarded to Grape with the overhead, uses the interactable, gets the low. Good start for Grape.
And that was a beautiful usage. That was an inescapable, unblockable, interactable setup. And now actually, if he uses the interactable on this side of the stage, it will be so hard for Toxin to get in. But first he's gonna have to push Toxin out. Or just continue the pressure on him.
He's continuing the pressure. You can block all you want. I'm just gonna move you away from the corner. You afraid of that? Well, there's a couple more fireballs for you. Ouch. And that's gonna be health advantage. Yeah, it's just that you are Grape. That you are. Now BeyondToxin is on the back ropes. There's another great low. Good combo sequence coming from Grape with Firestorm. Oh, uses the interactable.
Drops the combo, but again, showing a really good usage of interactables. That would have been a huge combo, and still with a huge life lead.
The throw. The activation of the trait, but there's some damage from Noble BeyondToxin for over 315.
Oh, I think that may have been an accident. Threw a point-blank fireball over Toxin's head, and now Toxin's got a little bit of it. Oh, never mind. Oh, again though, drops the combo. Now, he has landed 3 separate unblockable interactable setups, but then dropped the combo for 2 out of the 3.
It could be nerves, it could be I didn't expect that to hit, or it could be I didn't want to do a combo. I want to clash.
Burn yourself out.
Yeah, the one advantage of that, actually, speaking of clashing, is that now Toxin himself is in a situation where he might not be able to clash anything.
And that's going to be game 2 in favor of Grape.
So just like we saw against Grim TG, when Grape gets his momentum started, he is an offensive powerhouse. He did not let Toxin get out, except for maybe one time where Toxin did manage to get that life bar back, but he just has oppressive pressure.
If he's in that situation, what's the best option for BeyondToxin? Or were a couple options?
Well, push block is a great option, but we already saw, or that's actually in the first match of the day against Viking, that Toxin doesn't really like to push block. But push block is a great option, especially if your opponent uses meter to gain plus frames, because then at that point, you're essentially just trading a meter for a meter, plus you get space.
That interactable is able to connect. That's going to give meter to Grape for a first hit. Oh, that's your favorite.
This is, yes, this we talk about this quite a bit, but this is one of the best interactables in the entire game. And if I was Toxin, I would actually try to get over it and maybe stop my opponent from using it by throwing it. But instead, you know, Grape, he's trying to stick with that whole offensive idea, but he's been doing really well.
BeyondToxin able to bust through the offense of Grape. And there's another throw. And now the tables have been turned. Meter back 3. No connection. Good blocks on both sides, and Scarecrow gets the wake up and takes the first health bar off of Grape. There's a low from Grape. Another low blocked by Scarecrow. Oh, the back 3. Here we go. Opening it up for some serious damage.
And that is exactly what we saw from Grape in this first set of the night. Those meter burn back 3s to intercept Footsie's normals have been working really well. And as he ties it up.
That you did. Glad that Firestorm is so proud of himself. Oh, okay, back 3 from Scarecrow. There's the clash.
Nuclear. That sounds terrifying.
That is pretty terrifying. That would pretty much end everything.
Yep, that's not how I want to go out. Low.
Oh, nice catch. And every single time that Firestorm catches you with a full screen projectile, it is a ton of damage into a setup. Oh, doesn't have the meter to convert, but now Toxin's turn for mix-ups.
Good throws, good mix-ups, good pressure, good damage. 249, and there is the next answer. It is Noble BeyondToxin, hashtag Scarecrow.
And he actually managed to catch the flip out by just doing the normal combo, because you do so many of those standing twos, so many of those kicks. It's a pretty funny looking combo. You have to say, you know, kick, 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 kick. But it's actually extremely effective for the reason that we just saw. You cannot flip out of it, or you just land back in the combo.
Yeah, it maybe look funny, but Scarecrow's the one who's laughing because it is very effective, as you said, Evan. We're going to go into game number 4. Noble Toxin. BeyondToxin is up 2-1, and he gets the first hit and the interactable out of the Empire Theater, the prop room.
Oh, and that is, wow, it could have been a little bit more damage, but just takes the nice knockdown. Oh, and meter burn back 3s from both players, both using their meter to try to catch those Footsies normals that both of these characters are known for.
Both of these players have definitely been adapting to each other, but Noble BeyondToxin is the one bringing all the different tech, using the throws again and again and again, and he is going to take the first health bar. Noble BeyondToxin is 1 health bar away from moving on in the bracket.
And of course, like I was saying earlier, it is so easy for Scarecrow to snowball with a life lead. As you can see, even though Grape is doing the combo, he's taking damage over time. Still, look how long that's active for. Look, he's taken about 20% of his life and he hasn't even been hit.
Ooh, the throw was missed. Trying to duck. Grape on the back foot. Another throw coming from BeyondToxin.
Oh, and we're seeing the trait be popped. The trait's going to be really good for Grape right here because it'll actually give him a lot of life back.
And there's a round reset. Half the health bar left for Grape. No BeyondToxin. Uses the interactable, just misses. There's some zoning from Grape. He's able to read the teleport, and hopefully he can maximize the damage for this combo.
Oh, and the damage over time actually stopped because it's fully charged. So it actually removes the aura from Toxin, but this should almost be enough.
Oh, 9.94, less than 1. And that's it. We have to say goodbye to Grape, but what an impressive Firestorm, and Noble BeyondToxin, even though losing game 2, comes back and takes game 3 and game 4.
And in yet another case of the guaranteed win from the Scarecrow trait, such a great tool for closing out games, which is exactly what we saw right there. We saw the trait activation into the teleport. It ticks right as he gets there. Took that last, what was it, 0.94% of life?
0.94, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. And there's those kicks. The Rockettes will be proud. I mean, they're effective. They are effective. Tell you, if I was in New York City and I saw somebody dressed as Scarecrow kicking as much as he did, I'd give him $1. I think that's impressive. All right, OD Full Auto is going to be playing against Noble BeyondToxin in just a little bit. But again, huge shout out to Grape This has been a big deal for him to be on our broadcast. Congratulations on making it this far, and continue in the program. You may just be one of the GameStop hometown heroes.